we then see Cindy and Billy, who have broken the rules and have got done with their sex, which was one of the rules Randy said never doing a horror movie unless you want to survive. Cindy, who's turned by down for anything, asks Billy's about his whereabouts. And yeah, Scream would become a parody called Scary Movie, which parodies I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I'll be covering that, but soon, maybe even on October. Cindy, who's my favorite final girl, but yeah, Laurie Strode and Nancy. I think I'll choose probably Laurie over Nancy and Cindy, not because they're not the best and they're not the worst, but yeah, she's obviously just sad. Before Ghostface comes up and stabs him, which was obviously corn syrup, which, yeah, Cindy thinks is real. I mean, look at this. I mean, you can't mistake it that it's fake. And we see Stu rub his knife with his glove, something that would be repeated every sequel. Scream 5, Scream 6, well, Scream 2, Scream 4. Literally, almost killer wipes her knife up. Cindy, who makes a run for it after discovering Tatum's body, hits Ghostface in an attempt to get away. Cindy is just the best final girl and knows her stuff. She barricades the door with a surfboard, before we see these weird dolls hanging by their necks. Cindy, who sees Gail's van. Oh, and yeah, earlier Cindy punched her in the face. Yeah, dude. Ghostface tries to break through the door in an effort to get out. Cindy, knows how this works, tries to climb up the window. And we all know Neve Campbell is going to die before Ghostface knocks her down to her death. Just kidding, guys. Cindy is the final girl. She survives. Uh-oh, no. Yep, I was just messing with you guys. She actually survives, obviously, before she looks up and Ghostface is completely gone. Not even a single. Cindy, who discovers Tatum's body, which really affects her, runs away. Yeah, dude, this is not your average horror movie. Oh, Cindy runs into Billy, and Billy and Stu tell her everything. They're the ones who killed Maureen, and they out to get revenge on Cindy. And Matthew Lillard says this hilarious line, "'Cause your brother was no Sharon Stone." Yeah. Cindy, who's obviously, was like, this is your horror movie cliche. And Billy suggests this.
Yeah, look to God for misery, because let's face it, Cindy, your mother was no Sharon Stone.
Yeah.
Is that motive enough for you?
And Cindy, who has Final Girl written all over her.
Your slut mother was fucking my father. She's the reason my mom moved out and abandoned me.
And yeah, just like in Jason Voorhees, we'll see the female killer who's a killer of another. Yeah, guys. Yeah, and Cindy ends up majorly defending 2 of these monster-like characters. They're probably the best killers. And the fact that they have 2 killers instead of your usual 1 that you get in most slasher movies makes you feel for them. I mean, they're not the greatest killers, and they're not bad at all, but yeah. They reveal Cindy's dad, who they had kidnapped while Cindy and Billy were having their X party. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Billy explains why. They then reveal Neil Prescott, who's been duct taped and hasn't heard a noise. They reveal the voice changer and they had cloned his phone in order to make the phone calls to the previous victims. Yet Cindy ended up defeating both of these. A hilarious line. While Billy goes after Cindy, Stu answers the phone and says,
Hello?
Oh, Stu. What's your motive? Billy's got one. The police are on their way. What are you going to tell them?
Peer pressure. I'm far too sensitive.
You better find me first, you pansy-ass mama's boy.
Give me the phone!
Billy, who's really trying to find Cindy, rips up the couch while Stu does this.
Call the police.
You're sorry, ass.
My mom and dad.
While Billy probably more finds Cindy, while Stu, on the other hand, feels like he's dying, which is not a good reason to. Stupid distracted, which causes Cindy to beat him with an umbrella and a Miller mask. Yeah, final girl, get it. We see that Cindy is a final girl who knows her stuff, so she removes the Ghostface cloak while Stu charges at her. They have a little match, and while we all think that Stu is gonna survive, but no. She gets him a thing. She hits him over, and Stu reveals that he had a thing, and then Cindy bites him in the hand and knocks a vase over his head and says this.
In your dreams.
She then knocks the TV over his head, ending Stu Marker. Wow. This death was... Yeah, at least he got a taste of his own medicine. Billy, who's probably still alive. Cindy, on the other hand, who's had enough of this, grabs the Ghostface mask before Randy comes up, only to be punched in the face by Billy, who tries to strangle Cindy. We see that Billy likes to, toy with his victims, while Stu is the stabby stab one. And yeah, this is gone. Cindy stabs him, and he tries to stab her before getting shot by Gale Weathers, who finally is in the movie after all of them scenes. Gale and Dewey end up making the mistakes herself. They had sex, but yeah, I'm not going to show it. Gale, who will come over to be in all Gale Weathers, who will be in all the previous sequels, Scream 2, Scream 4, where Randy says about how the killer, careful, this is the moment where the supposedly dead killer comes back for one last scare. Cindy ends Billy by shooting him in his head. Movie over. Thank you guys for watching this. It means a lot. Shout out to Nave Campbell, who played Cindy, and what's his name? Jamie Kennedy, and Courtney Cox, and also Drew Barrymore, who has her own show called Drew Barrymore Show. You can go check it out. I watch it now. Thank you guys for watching my video.